Billionaire or Bust is a two-player game. To play, you'll need the Billionaire or Bust board, one bead per pair, and a whiteboard marker to write on this number. It's important that you copy this number or a number similar to this so that players start with the same number. Now this is a special number because if you flip it upside down, the number will still read the same. So this is 8,106,969,018, and guess what? If you do this, it's still the same. So we'll bring it back to here. So to begin the game, a player and their opponent would put a bead in the very center. That way, if someone was looking at the game from this side and I was looking at it from this side, we would be reading the exact same number. Now for this, the decimals don't really matter. It's whatever the whole number is. So 81,069 is what you should start on. There's heaps more numbers like this. So if you want a bit of a project, you can try to find how many numbers flip upside down and still make the same number. So the game begins, or the aim of the game is to get the decimal place to the very end, to become a billionaire. And if you do that, your opponent becomes bust. So I'm now a billionaire, but my opponent's got 0.81, so 81 cents, and I've got $8 billion. So the way that the decimal place moves during the game is by, like rock, paper and scissors, you go 1, 2, 3, and you hold up a number of fingers. And whatever the difference is between you and your opponent is what you get to move when you're batting. When you're defending, you're trying to get as close as possible to the person who's holding up their fingers so that they don't get to move the decimal place to their advantage. So here's an example here. All right, Tim's going to play against me here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So he's put out 3 fingers, I've put out 2. The difference is 1, so I would get to move the decimal place once in my favor. That's like timesing by 10. So now I've become 10 times richer and he's become 10 times poorer. If you look from this way, Tim's total is 8,106, which is nowhere near my total. But now it's his turn to bat. So he's going to bat and we'll go again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So this time he's put up 5 fingers and I've put up 1. The difference between that is 4. So he gets to move the decimal place 4 spaces in his direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like timesing by 10,000. So he's almost become a billionaire there. So we go again, but now it's my turn to bat. And we'll go again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, he's gotten exactly the same number as me. And if that happens, the person defending gets to move it 1 more in their direction. So even though it was my bat, Tim gets an extra move in his direction. And now the only way I can stop him from winning this is by landing on the same number as him. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, and he's got 1 difference between our fingers, so he becomes the billionaire and I'm bust. And so we can play as many rounds as we like. It's a very quick game. The decimal place goes back there and you can record how many times you've beaten your opponent. So there's 2 players for this one, so there can be up to 8 players on a board. And if you don't know how to look at things upside down, you can rotate the board this way, so then you can see where you are. But that's Billionaire and Bust.